Hello there, you are listening to The Screen Queen, where you'll be finding your favorite movie or your favorite television show and learning something new. You'll just have to listen to find out. Here is your host, Samantha Parrish. Hello there, and welcome back to the show. As always, my name is Samantha Parrish, and you are listening to your main media queen, The Screen Queen. So, we're getting close to the 100th episode of The Screen Queen, and I am so excited. It has been one hell of a process leading up to the 100th episode, and for this episode of Trailer Time, I have quite the movie to talk about. So, it's rare for me to be thrown for a loop. I wouldn't say that I am the media queen that has seen everything and I feel like I know everything, because I don't. I leave myself room to be open, and I leave myself room to be surprised. So I was very surprised to find someone like Hugh Grant in a horror film. So I've seen this trailer pop up multiple times, and it's kind of hard not to see because Hugh Grant is on the front of the trailer. But it did leave enough intrigue to wonder what's going on, because this is from A24. A24 has been pumping up the game lately with these new horror films. I believe we have a couple coming out this summer. And the idea of Hugh Grant being in anything but a horror film is not a sentence that I think I'd have to say, but it's a sentence that has enough intrigue behind it just with the way they've introduced him in the movie. So here's what Heretic is about, because not much is known about this movie. I can't even give you a character name because they did not put much of information. This is a fresh new horror film that we've been given to digest. So it starts out with these two girls who are on their usual route to go and spread the word about their religion. Now, it's kept unclear what exactly is their religion. From my understanding, it looks like Mormonism, but I mean, we're gonna have to watch the film to find out. So these two girls go to Hugh Grant's door, do their usual thing. And he invites them in, and they say, well, we can't come inside. And so he goes, well, my wife's inside, like, it's fine. And they're like, okay. They just go along with it. And he goes on to say that he has a brilliant blueberry pie about to come out of the oven, but he doesn't come back. But they smell blueberries. One of the girls takes notice. There's a blueberry candle burning in the house. And then they look around. All of the entrances and windows are locked, or they're unable to escape from it. Like, they realize they fucked up. So then here comes the next part of their unexpected evening. They're told to go through two doors, and they have to make their choice. One door is marked believer. The other door is marked unbeliever. And these two doors leads to a maze that is going to change everything they've ever known about life. When you mix religion and horror films, it can be a little spotty. It can be done very well, or it can be just a weird side note in a Stephen King movie. But A24 doesn't come here to play around. This is quite literally fuck around and find out in the highest level of a heart attack. And I am so psyched to see what this movie is about. I have gotten here and there into Hugh Grant's movies, but I've only ever known him as the sex symbol, or always being in certain drama films where he plays a dickhead. To see him be a soft character that we know is a ruse, I want to see why it's a ruse. I want to know, where is this wife at? What exactly is going on? What is the reason behind this? What is going to happen to these two girls? Anything that has an environment that is both big and small is so intriguing to me. Looking at the maze that they have teased in this film, I mean, it's the stuff of like Nightmare Nirvana, knowing what will be behind these doors. Like, you want to know what's behind there, but then you don't want to know what's behind there. A24 does a good job making these new nightmares that you can't be able to escape from, or just new ideas that they've been pumping out. And this is definitely a fresh take on what is considered kind of a trope that isn't done too well. And I would like to see if they would do it well. I want to see if Hugh Grant is really going to make his mark in the genre of horror now that he's gotten to a certain part of his age that is kind of like the best of both worlds, to be someone who is both warming, but you also wouldn't think this person would be the warning. But there's not much to talk about this film, to be honest. I even went on the IMDb page to go find some trivia, and there was nothing. There is no notes so far. We are kept this early in the dark, but for good reason, because this film is not going to be released until November 15th, because it's currently in post-production. So they're working hard on this nightmare. I would love to see this film. I'm so excited to see what this is going to do. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Trailer Time. I really enjoyed getting to have a nice break to just talk about a film that not much is going on, but just enough is going on. So we're currently sitting at 98 episodes. The 100th episode of The Screen Queen is going to premiere on July 11th, which I love in every single way because 11 is a paralleled number. We're going to be almost smack dab right in the middle of summer, and I have been working hard to meet that deadline. But once I've met that deadline, there's going to be a 2-week break from the show so I can be able to catch a breather. This is going to be a very good episode. I'm so excited for it to come out. But until then, if you want to catch up with me in between uploads, you can find me on my Instagram at the Queen of the Screen. If you are also looking for another way to listen to the Screen Queen, I am now available on YouTube. And I've heard that there's been a much easier experience listening to me on YouTube. And if you're interested in a little crime chaotic series I wrote called Inglorious Inc., it is available on Amazon, but I have that bad boy available in the description box. No maze required, no doors to open. It's all right there. Well, thank you so much for being here. Stay awesome, stay amazing, and please stay cool. It's too hot out there. This is your Screen Queen, signing off. Bye-bye!